everybody, my name is Spammals and welcome to the Titanic Honor and Glory Belfast demo. This is the highly anticipated third and final demo for the game. Came out just today. Thinks about time we checked it out. So without any more stalling, let's begin!
First the train from London to Liverpool, then a short trip to the docks where I boarded the ferry to Dublin, then the long train ride through Ireland to Belfast. Not a bad ride, but excruciatingly long. Check in at the guest house in the town proper, quick supper, quick sleep, quick breakfast, and a hop on the local train here to the Holland and Wolff Shipyard. Fortunately, it was punctual. I was worried about being tardy for being 3 hours early. My darling Claire always said to me, "Robin, you better get out of the house right now and go be useful for someone." She always did lovingly encourage me to show up for work early and give my best effort.
Nice cheeky shot there of the arrow gantry. Welcome to the game! We're currently going down Queen's Road on Queen's Island in Belfast, Northern Ireland, home of Holland and Wolff shipbuilders. To our left there is the main offices of Holland and Wolff, where ships such as Titanic and Olympic were put on paper and made a reality!
Titanic is likely no different from the Olympic. They're structurally identical. The Olympic underwent these trials months ago, so this should be a simple repeat. I board, observe her during the sea trials, vote aye or nay on her certification, and then I ride her back to Southampton. Come on, Robin, you can't mess this one up, as Claire always told me.
How's that for an introduction? That was awesome! If you thought you were treated with demos 1 and 2, you're in for a pleasant surprise with demo 3, because look at this. That's amazing! So what I'm going to do is, before we go on board the Titanic, I want to have a quick look around the area just around here, see what we can see, have a bit of a chat. Then off the bat, we've got the Titanic right there, and that crane that's floating alongside of it is a 150-ton floating crane made by Germans. It's the world's biggest floating crane at the time, I believe.
The weather broke, and now I've been given the opportunity to board the Titanic in advance of the trials. This gives me a bit of time to really admire the beauty of the ship before I have to scrutinize every last aspect of her functionality.
Yeah, the joke's on Robin. He's here early. He's a whole day early because it's April 1st. The sea trials were set to commence at 12 o'clock midday on April 1st, but they got cancelled because of high winds. So he's a whole day early in the end. But look at this. Isn't that beautiful? We've even got seagulls. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Oh. My seagull's broken. Just ignore him. He's fine. Just leave him be. He's just being he sailed down. But isn't that awesome? Doesn't that look awesome? Really, honestly, I'm not just saying that. Just look at it. It looks good. The colors to me really, really like glow. It just looks authentic. It looks real. It looks good. This is why Honor and Glory is going to be the best of the best of the best. But anyway, before I geek out any more over this, let's do a U-turn. A whoosha-doosha! So, behind us is the Thompson dry dock. Now, this was made specifically with the Olympic-class liners in mind because, of course, they were the largest ships in the world at the time. There was no dry dock large enough to facilitate them. So they built one, and this is it. And you can see once again a cheeky glimpse of the arrow gantry in the background. For those unaware, that's the massive cradle that the Titanic, Olympic and Britannic were all built within and slid out of. And then those buildings to the left, the two smokestacky funnels, that's the pump house. Inside there you got big pumps that will fill and drain this casing. Now also, there's a special feature to this one that you may or may not be aware of, and it's to do with the gate here. So right now it's currently in the inner position. But the thing about this is you can float this gate out, and there's another notch. If I look down, there's a notch here, and you can see it on the other side. This gate can float out and then sink down in this outer position. It gives you that teeny bit more space. So whenever Olympic or Titanic or Britannic would use the dry dock, the gate would have to be in the outer position, otherwise she wouldn't fit inside. Yeah, true story. Right, hang on. I need to... I'm using the gamepads to move around, but you can't run, so I have to use the cunning use of a penny to smash my shift button down to make sure run is always enabled. Although the version you guys have has most likely got customizable key bindings, because I'm using the early access version. doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on. So this train, we take a train all the way down here. There are railway lines coming down here, and trams would come down here, but a train like this wouldn't come down here, so you'd have to have some sort of special express. So maybe that's the kind of, I don't know, a bit of creative license they're using. But either way, it's very impressive and it's very awesome. Oh, and there's one little Easter egg just here. Hold on, look at this. Got a poster on the wall here. Notice, these shipyards are dangerous and therefore off limits to all non-employees. If you are here, it is with express permission of Highland Wolf Limited, all the officers of Titanic honor and glory. All environments are still under construction and will be improved with the final project. Neither Highland Wolf and blah blah blah, nor the officers of honor and glory are responsible for any injury to non-employees resulting from falling debris, flying rivets, or misuse of tools on the premises. April 1st, 1912. There you go. So, oh, and danger, beware of trains. This game, in the previous demos, we have had Easter eggs, but in this one, they've gone overboard. There's a lot of Easter eggs, and we're going to be covering those in a separate video because there's just too many to get through. So for now,
I'd better find my way aboard. But I suppose there isn't reason for too much haste. No one else has even arrived yet, it seems. Plenty of time to explore if I desire.
Yes, Robin, plenty of time to explore because you're all on your own.
I'm quite surprised by the amount of confidence the industry is placing into this ship. She's not even certified yet, and her first ticketed voyage is just a week from now. No room for failure on these trials, I suppose. It's like getting dressed up for a date when you haven't even begun your courtship yet. How do you know if you'll be rejected or not? I learned that one the hard way.
Oh, Robin, my heart bleeds! But he does raise very good points because April 1st, Titanic departed Southampton on April 10th on her maiden voyage. They were really banking on her passing first time. So we have a nice little hut here. Not really anything in particular inside, apart from dum. Oh, dear God! It's an M and a P. Clearly the switch is real. The letters have been prized off and there's Titanic bolted on the back. Oh, and just another example of an Easter egg. I think there's one in here. We've got postcards. There's 40 Seattle postcards dotted around the entire game. Now, why Seattle?
Belfast Lock is beautiful. With the hills around it and the morning fog, it reminds me of what I always imagined Puget Sound would be like. A man sure can make a living out in Seattle, if he can hold off the plague.
If he could hold off the plague. Psh, there it is. So Robin, our border trade inspector guy, has some sort of affiliation with Seattle. He seems to love it very much. And simply because of that, there's 40 Seattle cards dotted around the demo. And we will find all of those in another web episode. But look at that. I like the seagulls. They're quite menacing. Oh, this one's... Oh, there they go. They're free. Be free! Yeah, they're happy. They're having good times. But look at this. Doesn't it feel like really alive? I mean...
I see they're doing all they can to extend my travel time. How do I find my way through this mess?
Oh no! I've briefly spoken about this to some people, but like with the Titanic games we've always played, and even with the previous demos, we're always on board, or we see the ship at sea, but seeing it with land, with... My seagull's broken again! Seeing it on land and stuff like this, it really puts it into perspective and size and scope and scale. And the way that the sun's bouncing off of it and the colors, the way they're gleaming, and even the textures. You can even from this distance see the rivets detailing the hull. It's amazing! It really is. Right, so we have ourselves ahead of us a bit of a maze. Oh, this demo's got a bit more than just, here's the ship, have fun. We have a little bit of a maze to navigate. Now, before we go on board, because you can see up ahead, we have a D-deck entrance there on the starboard side. Before we head to there, we're going to head aft, and we're going to try and take a bit of a peek at third class. Something we've yet to explore in this game. I think I've got to go this way. I've been in the demo. This is not my first impression. I have been in. I wanted to kind of understand what I was going to be coming up with so that I could give to you the best video I could possibly give. And I think I've made a mistake. Hang on, can I cut through? Oh, yes! That seagull's broken again. It's defying gravity. Damn you, demons! Look at that. I mean, they're still working on the outside of the ship. They're still doing all of this. So this is all very much a work in progress. Oh, can I climb on this? Oh, yes, I can. This is all still very much a work in progress. Fucking hell, that looks amazing. So I know that's such a generic thing to keep yelling out, but... And it's a comment I say in nearly every single Titanic video, but it's just... You never imagine things from a specific angle, and then it catches you off guard, and you're like, oh dear God, that's amazing. Like, there's no photographs from this exact spot, looking at this exact way. So, prior to this, only the workmen building the ship would have seen this exact angle. It's amazing! Oh, look at this. It's very impressive. It's very impressive. Notice, this vessel has triple screws. Keep clear of the blades.
They couldn't simply move these signs out of the way. This vessel has triple screws. Yes, I feel the same way right now too, thank you.
Oh, Robert's getting a bit antsy. Notice, any workman leaving the ship except by the proper gangway will be instantly dismissed. W.J. Peary. Notice, third-class passengers are not allowed beyond this point. Look at this. So look, so technically, right now, I'm on board Titanic in the third-class well deck on the stern. We get a little bit of a peering through. So we've got deck cranes. Can't really see too much else. It's just nice. And one thing that I really appreciate with this demo, because we're going to be experiencing some things that we have already seen before. But this whole kind of April 1st feel with like lots of clutter and stuff around and boxes left over from the workmen. Oh, that's amazing! It gives the rooms a whole new feel. It gives the demo itself a whole new soul. It's not just the same but different. It's the same but different in a good way. Okay, you're talking enough shit, Spammals. Let's advance the prologue. So this is the fitting out basin. So when the ship's not in the dry dock, it's docked up alongside here. So there is a little bit of artistic license going on. I mean, Belfast, as it stands, is not a part of the game. So that's another reason to kind of hang on to this demo because, well, the Belfast down the road, we may see it in the form of a DLC for the game. But as it stands, this is it. So yeah, enjoy it for what it is. But artistic licenses are happening, so that crane, that 150-ton German-made crane, well, there's photographs of Titanic here on April 1st, and that crane should be on the starboard side, not on the port side, so they have moved things around for reasons of their own divine will or whatever. Now, there's another secret. Here's me saying, oh, we're going to have a separate video just for secrets. But no, I'm showing a couple of them off now because it's relevant. And because it's amazing. So you may remember last year, I think they're called the Kempfer photographs. There were a brand new set of photographs in a photo album showing Titanic.
Another dead end in life.
Another dead end in life. Oh, I've actually hit the wrong way. Damn it. The Kempster photographs. It's a photo album showing lots of photographs of Titanic around this time, including some of the launch, but most notably around this time period. And what we can do in this demo is recreate some of those photos. And of course, if you've been up to date with all your documentaries and stuff, some of these photos have been the catalyst for the resurgence of the ship sank because of fire and not because it hit a fucking iceberg. Oh, that's a whole other rant for a whole other day. But look at this. So you're paying attention at home. We're coming down this side alongside these sheds and whatnot. And you got all this fallen debris that's stopping you going on your way. But what's this? If you step around this cart... I said step around it. There's a good Robin. Seemingly, it's a dead end, but no. You can scooch underneath this. Freedom! We have escaped the maze, and we are heading forwards. Many photographs involving those of Titanic departing Belfast are taken from this stretch of land down here. Because if it's keep on down, you head out into open water down there. Now, hang on, if I do a U-turn, look at this. You get this gorgeous, unobstructed view of Titanic's bow. So this demo is so much more than just inside of the ship. You're getting Belfast. And yeah, albeit it's got It's missing its fine tuning, but that's because this is a demo. It's kind of, you're getting something bonus, but also you get this view, and it's gorgeous. Now, this game also does feature VR. It's totally VR compatible, designed with the HTC Vive in mind, but it also works with the Oculus Rift. That's something we're going to be trying out in a separate video entirely of its own. So I'm gonna jump cut us back, and then we're gonna board the ship. Okay? Boosh! Okay, we're back in the maze, getting closer
You
towards.
just can't beat that train carriage arrangement. It really stretched my cognitive abilities. People simply aren't stimulated enough these days. Claire tells me that every night.
Oh, sick burn! Someone called the fire brigade because he just got burned! Okay, look at that. That's amazing! I've literally just, like this last week, gotten off a cruise ship. So this is just like triggering so many feels for me because I've stood in these nearly, well, not, wasn't in Belfast, but you know, I've stood alongside a massive vessel. I've seen the water and this is looking so good! Look at the rivets. It's very similar to a Father Brown photo of he's in Queenstown coming off the Titanic, and he's a lot closer to the hull, but he's looking up and you can see Captain Smith peering out from that bridge wing. It's awesome. It's good. Okay, so we are picking up the pace. We're going to go on board. I have to comment, like the train carriages. Oh my God! Look, it's number 4. The train carriages. So like, I don't know John McGillen and blah 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 bollocks like that, but I do like the colours because I think it contrasts really well with the black of the hull behind it. Seagull, don't be broken. Wow. You know the line. That's amazing. But look at that. It's just a wall of awesomeness, and it's like this gangway saying, "Come on in. You are welcome, good sir." All of your.
The aft gangway is blocked. I'll board here through the first class.
You do that, mate. It's saying, "Come aboard. You are welcome." Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry for the lack of talking for a second. Stoop, mind your head. It's not a typo. It should say stoop. It is not stop. I once thought it was meant to say stop, but I was wrong. We're about to go on board, so say goodbye to Belfast, because we will not be returning. Look at the attention and detail they have put into it. In the distance, you got the roaming hills and tree lines and buildings. I mean, it is not like a 2-minute quick job. This has had tremendous amounts of effort and work put into it, and I commend Kyle and the whole team for everything they've done. I single out Kyle in that moment just because he's the guy that's put all of this into the engine. Sure, the whole team has worked together to bring all these pieces of the puzzle together, but with Titanic is a very big puzzle, and it's been Kyle's job to mash all of these pieces together into this executable file for all of us to enjoy. So well done to that man, and well done everybody on board the project. Anyway, stepping on board. Any workmen, we've already read that, and we're on! There's a familiar sight. Welcome to Demo 3. Press I to toggle info boxes, M to mute the music, T to blog or black and white mode rather. If you enjoy this demo, please consider contributing to our website at titanichg.com. Please do. The fundraising campaigns, they're over for now, but you can always continue to donate money and help invest in this amazing project. I'm going to turn off those info boxes for now because I don't really want to see them. Anyway, there's a bit of Belfast. We can't go back. It's a one-way trip, sadly. But anyway, welcome back on board the Titanic. Got some new things, like this doodad right here. I don't actually know what it is. I meant to ask Kyle. I forgot to ask. But, oh, there's another postcard. And there's some old friends. Look at this.
Most first-class spaces should be accessible at the moment, but I may be able to venture down to third class for a spell through Scotland Road on E-Deck. I believe I'm boarding before anyone else. Robin, right now you're the most handsome man on the Titanic.
Oh, Robin. Oh, you are the most handsome man on the Titanic. Look at this. Lots of clutter left in the way. It's a very ingenious way of making, well, something that we've seen before different, making it a bit more refreshed and having a soul and a character of the moment. I really like it, because they could have just closed curtains or put a barrier, but no, it's good. Now this time, we can enter the first-class dining saloon. In the previous demos, doors have been closed.
I especially commend them for modifying the bulkhead. I never cared much for what was on the Olympic.
That's a subtle nod to their own discovery, because on Olympic you had, I think, an arrangement of 5 windows or 4 windows, but on Titanic it was 3 larger bay windows. But look at this, we're now inside first-class dining saloon for the very first time in Honor and Glory demo history. I'm having a good time, everybody. Now, sadly, that's as far as we can go. This thing is impossible to move, and this chair, no, don't be moving that. It's so good. Everything about this just reeks of high quality, and just nothing feels rushed. It's such an accomplishment. Got a porthole window there. Oh, and a fan in the corner. An electric fan. Yeah, so behind these windows are double portholes. So I'm not sure why that one single light's peering through, but yeah, whatever. It's gorgeous. It's awesome. It's a shame we will not be seeing any more of that until the full game is released, because as I said in the intro, this is the final demo. They've gone on record as saying, like, after this, there'll be no more teasers or any more glimpses. Like, it'll be the full game or bust. So this is it. This is the end of the demos. But that's a good thing, because, well, they've given us so much, and this is a free download. I've paid money for things worse than this. You know, like, they could charge money for this demo if they wanted to. Anyway, so are we going to do a pretty comprehensive review like we've done in previous demos? I'm not so sure. So far, it's kind of been low-key. So a new addition here. You got the Steinway piano. Got these official White Star Line music books. I have one of those. I'd meant to get it out for this video, but I forgot to. But anyway, got some nice podiums there. Oh, and this one's open. We can have a peek out into Belfast once again. You can see a bit of the floating crane there. That's cool. That's cool. Oh yeah, and the ship is just littered with whiskey bottles. Those Irish builders. Oh, look at that. One of the music guy. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. But yeah, those Irish, they love their whiskey. So we're done on D-Deck, to be honest. We've done a little loop-de-loop. Let's go up. Oh, that candelabra. Still fucking gorgeous. Still love you. Oh, wait. Hang on. And this one Easter egg remains. The cufflink. Still hidden in the chair from Titanic Adventure Out of Time. I bumped into someone this week, and they were getting all protesty about, you know, Titanic games. And, like, I said to them, oh, so you don't like Titanic Adventure Out of Time? And this is, I've never heard of this game. Like, what the hell? Where have you been? How could you not know of Titanic Adventure Out of Time? Anyway, ranting aside, we're now on C deck. And you've got the purser's office. Now, in Demo 2, we had a lovely view of it. But here, it's closed up a little bit.
Soon this area will be bustling with passengers anxiously sending telegrams and complaining about the most trivial of matters. I consider it a blessing that I will not be around to witness that.
Yes, Robin, I completely agree. Anyway, that's where you can pick up passenger lists, and there's another card there and stuff. Crew only. I wonder if there's any crew on board. Ah! It's supposed to be a jump scare, and I've just ruined it for everybody. But yeah, Adventure Out of Time as the nasty purser's office man. You bastard. It's really cute. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if the lift cars are on this deck or not. Nope.
The lifts are out of order. That's fine. Real men don't take lifts. Lifts are for women, Claire says. Robin, take the long way up.
Robin? Robin! Don't be a lazy Susan! Please consider a contribution if you enjoyed this early demo of Titanic Honor and Glory. www.titanichg.com. Yes! A nice self-portrait of Matt Chapman there. I believe that's his name. If I got that wrong, I do apologize. So on B deck, we will return to C deck, but look, the lift cars. And this one's now ajar, so we can kind of get a little bit of a better peek inside. And let me warn you, virtual reality has the kind of the bonus / defect of that you can walk through walls. So I expect we can get a much better view of that in VR. But anyway, for now, that'll have to do. Lift cars, everybody. Let's continue climbing up the grand staircase. Because, yeah, in Demo 2, we couldn't get onto B deck, could we? I can't remember. But anyway, on this demo, this is as high as we can climb. We can peer into A deck. If I do a slow pan, I mean, you can see out onto the A deck promenade. You can see deck chairs out there. You can see the lights coming through the windows. It is gorgeous. And of course, the chandeliers up here. These ones are different from all the other decks. The decks below are all made of glass, but these are crystal bowls, so they're much nicer. Anyway, look at the colors, look at the woodwork. It's gorgeous, it's lovely. I can't quite lean over the side. Again, in VR, we're going to get some awesome additional bonus views. That's something to look forward to. Now, we will be doing the VR demo. I'm not quite sure when. I did debate about launching the demo in VR, yeah, for the first one. But I thought it'd be nicer.
Cabins upon cabins upon cabins upon cabins upon cabins upon cabins.
Cabins upon cabins upon cabins! I thought it'd be nicer to have this kind of more relaxed introduction back to the demo. We can have a bit more of an intimate and peaceful stroll around it. Now, we have got some more cabins to explore. I just can't remember where they are. I think they're down on C deck. But no, I remember some of them were hidden along these alleyways. We'll come back to that a bit later. Anyway, we have now arrived at the aft staircase, or the aft grand staircase, as someone...
Love the wood detailing here. It's absolutely perplexing. Now that's a craft I can really respect. Lovely wood.
Lovely
I've always been
wood!
fond of wood. When younger, I used to cut wood for the poor folks 2 streets over. My neighbors started calling me Robin Wood. They always laughed, but I don't know why. I wore that title proudly.
And rightly so. A good deed goes a long way. Anyway, yeah, someone had it out of me that I called the aft grand staircase grand, and that only the forward was a grand staircase, but no. Both forward and aft are equally grand. Some prefer the aft. Some prefer the simplicity of this clock instead of honor and glory. Not me. I prefer honor and glory, but that's just me. Right, expediting our measures, we will kind of pick up the pace. So now, we have yet to go into the smoking room, and in the previous demos you couldn't see it, but in this one, you now have a tasty
What a fine accommodation for the unwinding of the gentlemanly sort after a long day at sea. If only it were open now, and there were men in there to socialize with. Perhaps then I'd make some friends.
If only there were some men to socialize with. Yes, another classic honor and glory sneak peek teaser looking through a window. So yeah, first class smoking room. In VR, we're going to get to explore that a little bit further. But even from here, it's looking awesome. Is it not? I mean, turn those lights on, look a bit nicer. It'll do for now. Oh yeah, and look. Can I see out this window? Damn it, too short. See a bit of the arrogantry in the distance, and you got the promenade deck right about there. I'm trying to do this in as few cuts as possible as well, so you know this commentary is hard just to spontaneously keep rolling out like this, but I'm trying my best. So I really hope you're enjoying this effort and you're enjoying this demo. And if you want to play this demo yourself, there's a description in the link below. There's a link in the description below. I highly recommend you check that out. And also contribute to the game. Anyway, so Father Brown's cabin, not a great deal has changed here. You got a Seattle picture there, and you got the camera there. Yay! As you can see, not a great deal is changing in these areas we've seen in previous demos, apart from just enhanced quality. But we do have some new views, and just for the sake of fun, oh look, the Alicata restaurant. There you go. Anyway, Cap Parisienne. You're not going to say anything?
It does remind you of Paris, though excepting the smell of overflown sewage. The wonderful memories are coming back to me of that city.
There you go. The windows are open. You can see out over Belfast and that lovely train maze that we navigated to get here. So it's nice. I mean, because you're in a bit of the shade. You do have the sun coming in a little bit, but having something to see out of these windows, It just kind of gives the room a bit more life, I guess. Yeah, it's nice seeing ocean just endlessly going. But again, seeing Belfast, it kind of gives this a purpose. Oh my god, it's Tom Linsky! Let's move on. Oh yeah, and this is a neat detail. They're still unpacking all the fine china and stuff like that. And I really like that detail an awful lot. Said it a million times now already in this one playthrough. Just the ship feels different. It's the same, but it's different. Let's find one of these bloody cabins that are open. Yes, historically my videos have been kind of short for Honor and Glory. Ooh. Oh! Teasers! Damn you, Honor and Glory, and your peak show teasers. Anyway, my videos have typically been kind of short, and I only just recently realized that. I thought they were longer than they actually are. But this is going to break the mold for that, and I'm going to try to K&M. Easter eggs. Another cabin you can't quite get into. But there is one round here that you can. It's in one of these alleyways, I'm sure of it. Yes, I'm going to be doing many videos on this demo. I haven't announced it yet. Ah! I found an open room, but it's blocked because it's a bastard. I haven't announced it yet, but this very well may be the beginning of an Honor and Glory week here on Spammals. Damn you, Honor and Glory. We'll see how many videos I can put out, but for the next foreseeable days, it'll be Honor and Glory. Oh! Damn you! It's not a cabin, but we've got a linen closet. Anybody want a towel? I could really go through a towel about now. It's hot in here. It was 34.5 degrees yesterday, which is it's like 4 degrees off of the hottest ever recorded here in England. So it's very hot. And on top of that, it's really humid as well. So it's really wet and moist and horrible. Maybe it's back here. Oh, yes! We found a cabin, everybody. Postcard. Beds. I don't know what you was expecting. We've kind of seen these arranged. Oh, an on and off and a glow. That's interesting. On and off for the fan. The glow, I'm guessing, is the light bulb itself. Oh, dear Susan, please turn on the glow. It's frightfully dark in here. Right, so what we're going to do now? Well, we have some exciting stuff still to see. So now we've seen the open cabin, we can then let go of those cabins on the decks. And we're going to descend further down because we have some awesome stuff to see down below decks. So if we can go a little bit faster, please, Robin. Please. Oh. You again. I don't like you. Whoosh! Okay, I've jumped us back to the forward grand staircase, so we're heading down because there's exciting stuff down below deck. So we're returning back to D-deck, and we keep swooshing our way all the way down to E-deck. Now, clocks will be set back at midnight, 49 minutes. Okay, that's nice to know. Anything new down here? There is not. I actually haven't checked this bit, so there might have been. I was hoping there was, but there isn't, damn it. Anyway, let's go down to the Turkish baths. Oh, I wonder if anything's different. That looks new to me, I believe. The Turkish baths hours are as follows. Ladies, 10 AM to 1 PM. Gentlemen, 2 to 7. Swimming bath, blah, 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 blah. Would you look at that? Those messy builders left their sandwiches down here.
A nice Arabian motif with cooling colors as passengers relax after their time in the baths. But what a poor state these workers left it in.
I agree, Robin. It's a horrible thing. If the Board of Trade could do anything about it, banana! Then they would. Now, we've seen this room before, and like I was saying earlier, just having all these foods and donations, it just gives the room a different feel. Anyway, this is what's new. Oh my god! Some lucky sods trying out the electric bath.
Who on earth is that lucky dog testing out the electric bath? And I believe I see a sliver of the plunge bath as well.
Plunge bath! Okay, so there's two things that come to mind here. Number one is this like an Easter egg referencing Willy in the electric bath from Adventure Out of Time. He got electrocuted. It was terrible. You may have seen it in my previous video. But I believe I have been told that it's actually Bruce Ismay minus the moustache. So it's kind of like a double Easter egg, maybe. first glimpse of an in-game NPC / model / adventure at a time / ouch. Anyway, plunge bath. This is new. Now there's no water in it. That's a frying shame. What the hell am I trying to say? That's a crying shame. But anyway, that's all you can see. I'd love to get closer, and I'd love one of those floor tiles because they're particularly very pleasant. So we're done down here. But wait, there's even more to be seen and to be held. So we're going to go back up and we're going to enter onto Scotland Road. Hi, friend. Now this is where things get very exciting because, well, if you will remember from Demo 1 and 2, when you looked all the way forward and aft, it would just kind of drop into darkness. But now, you can see...
This is glorious. You can near well see half the length of the ship in this corridor.
I was about to say that exact thing, Robin, you word-stealing bastard. With the lights on like this, you can see everything. And again, we're going to get stopped right about here.
This open space looks like a fine spot for gathering and mingling between all parts of Europe as they make their journey across the pond to the New World. Perhaps a place on the West Coast, like Seattle.
Like Seattle again. Get over it, you're never going to go. Maybe he does, I don't know. But yeah, this is a third-class general space. You can see part of the cargo hatch in the middle there and these stairs going up. And I mean, it's just a classic Honor and Glory teaser. But it's very nice. It's very nice indeed. It's much better than just having darkness. Anyway, as we go back, we're going to pay attention on the left-hand side. Because, oh my god. Crew only. Oh, should we? Should we?
Oh dear, the door is open. Perhaps I'm not supposed to look in here, but I can't pass up this opportunity for a little adventure. Oh, if Claire were here now to see me being so daring.
Oh, Claire, I'm such a manly man. Yes, we can climb up in between the uptake casings and down into the boiler rooms. This is amazing. Oh my god! It's a bottle of whiskey. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, so this is an amazing treat, getting this, because this, personally, is one of the main things I'm most excited about with Honor and Glory.
How by Edward did I get myself here? Climbing too high, I think. No, Robin, it's not your time to get your angel wings just yet. No, not just yet.
Sure, seeing the ship sink and seeing the rooms start to flood is going to be amazing, how the furniture is going to break apart and float about, but I want to see behind the scenes. I want to see these areas that they're not photographed and we can't really see today. And the wreck site, I think we could see the one staircase we just climbed up, but they haven't gone up and down it. But look at it, you can see the funnel, and you can see how it interacts with this. It's awesome, but there's more. The return of Shadow Man! Shadow Man! Sent back in time to shadow things up, Mr. Shadow Man! Hand on hip! Yeah, in VR we'll get a better glimpse of him. He's in there. He is. And some say that it is a self-representation of Matt DeWinkler. But only some say. And oh my god, I forgot to mention... No, we saw the bottle of whiskey. Okay, moving on! Ow! Ow! I'm trying to go slowly down this, but these stairs are so vertical. Oh shit, look at this. It's so good! Not a single game has got this anywhere near as good as this. And frankly, only Honor and Glory will ever get this right. Adventure Out of Time gave us a glimpse. You know,
quite hot here. Where are the workers, though? Well, I suppose they're likely firing up the other boiler rooms.
Oh, it's so good! Yes, Honor and Glory is going to be the best. Adventure Out of Time gave us a glimpse. So here, we're above the boilers, and these are the uptake casings and how they connect to the boilers. You can see them just... It's like a pyramid going up. It's so good! And oh my god! It's a package from Sasha. Vlad, he's on board! Quick, give him this package. You know, Easter eggs. If you don't get that, then leave. You're not allowed to watch any more of this video. Anything around this side? I don't think there is. Just another dead end. Hopefully not my death. It is a bit, to bring this down to earth a bit, it is a bit kind of somber to think, like, people were down here as the ship sank, and as, well, maybe not this exact room, but they were doing what they could to keep the ship alive. It's like if you were just to spawn into this and you didn't really know you were playing a Titanic game, you wouldn't know you were on the Titanic. It's a completely different world down here, isn't it? It's awesome. Right, we're going to go down even further. We're not done yet. The Honor and Glory teaser is not complete. Oh! We're actually down now.
These machines are massive. 29 on board, propelling the ship through the water like an untamed beast. I anxiously await their performance during the sea trials shortly. Finally free and not held back from anything. No Mr. Tundry in sight. Just freedom.
Fuck you, Mr. Tundry. Look at this. We're on the tank top. This is the most bottom deck you can get on the Titanic. And the boilers are here. Now, I've got a story about boilers, and I'll tell you that as we climb back up again. But look at this. You can see the curve of the ship. It's so impressive. It truly is. Got the furnace count there. Furnace number 2. But wait a second. I wonder if the Rubaiyat is on board. Oh my god, it is! That was another mini adventure. Another Titanic adventure out of time. Memento just there. It's a gem-studied book. The Rubaiyat of Omri Khan, or I can't pronounce the wording. But anyway, that's that there. It's kind of loud down by these boilers. Oh, melting my face off. So, I've been on board a ship called the SS Shieldhall, and she has a single-ended Scotch boiler. These are Scotch boilers, and those ones in particular are double-ended, I believe. But anyway, she has one, a very similar type to that on Titanic. And I went down into the engine room to go take a look at it, and my dear chum, Dr. Rudy Newman, he was there with me. And I went in, and I couldn't see the boilers, and I just kind of assumed I was in the wrong room, you know? So I was heading back up deck, and Rudy's like, hey, what did you think of that boiler? It's pretty big, isn't it? And I'm like, I didn't see it. It's like, go back. Like, I can't see it. And like, look there. And I was looking. It's like, it's a wall. It's like, that's the boiler. And like, oh, this whole thing was so big, I mistook it for a wall, you know? And that's kind of how big those ones are as well. Like, it's so impressive. I mean, of course, you're looking at the front of it, of the opening, so you're not going to mistake it, but I was looking at the back end of this single-ended boiler. Anyway, transversing our way aft down Scotland Road, we can see we've now opened up some doorways as well. We've got the second-class steward's mess. Not a mess, it's a sleeping area. Can't go in, but you don't need to go in. You can see it all from here. Isn't it amazing? Very Spartan. It's literally just bunk beds and portholes and a couple of stowaways. And we've got another open doorway just about here. It is the steward's lavvy. It's a toilet. Lavvy, short for lavatory, short for toilet. Oh, but I'm pissing myself to go in, but I'm not allowed in. Still they're fixing some of those doorways. So now, what else can we see if we go further aft? Well, in the previous demos, this was about it. We could go down into the first-class dining saloon, which we apparently are doing so. And yeah, off the bat, not a lot has changed. You got the starboard and the port sides. And we're now on the starboard side. You can see some more of those Belfast deck sides, tram, carriage, car, trolley.
A stark contrast from the first-class accommodations, I should say, but still a major improvement from the other liners I've inspected.
Yes!
In all honesty, I envy these people in the lower class. The world is open to them. They move to America and build their future how they choose. They could be loggers, for example. But father wanted me to be a surveyor like he and his father. No logging for you, Robin. Now wash your ears.
Wash your ears? Oh, Robin, with such outlandish ideas of going to Seattle and being a logger man. No! Father won't allow it. There's that 150-ton German-made floating crane. So, but wait a second. I hear you screaming at me. Oh, look at that. It's Kyle. He's amazing. He is amazing. They have extended. You can now explore even more third-class dining saloon. Isn't that incredible? Yes, they've opened up even more of it. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Now let's transverse back up. There is some secrets down here, but I'm going to hold them back for another video because, well, they're pretty big. Anyway, so as you can see, this is as far as you could go in Demo 2. This stairwell just banks down to the other end of the dining saloon. They literally just kind of crisscross each other here. Is it necessary? Not so sure. But anyway, heading aft even further. How far can we go? Robin, can I get a situation update, please?
On down to the food stores, crew compartments, and stern of the ship. No need to go this way.
No need to go this way. Emergency door. Alas, Robin is correct. We can't go any further. There's no reason to go further this way. But if we were to go further this way, well, that continues down into the stern of the ship, into the third class, and you'd get the third class entrance on the port side, down and on the right, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, it's a watertight door. It's actually partially closed. I didn't realize that before. Would you look at that? And by the way, talking about attention to detail, you can see the maker's mark on that I-beam for that steel beam there, the Hazel steel, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's amazing. We are fast coming to the end of this video, of this explorative talk and observation of the demo. What else have I got to show you? I think that's actually it. I thought I was holding something back for the very end. I guess I wasn't. Okay, let's go back up top and then we will debrief. Yes, mate! Right, well that has been Titanic Honor and Glory Demo 3.0. The Belfast demo, it has been outstanding. The things we've got to see are mind-blowing. I mean, we got to ride a train, we got to see the Harland and Wolff drawing offices, we got to see the Thompson dry dock, we got to see the Arrow gantry, we got to see Titanic from the outside. And then we come on board and we get to experience familiar rooms with a new taint to it. We got to see new areas. We got to go down to the boiler rooms and into the uptake casings. We got to see so much cool stuff. And speaking of quality, with Demo 1 and 2, the quality was always increasing. Demo 3's quality is mind-blowing. This is stunning. And if you imagine a year from now how it might look, it can only get better. Now, this is the final demo. They have said there'll be no more demos after this. That does not mean to say that the full release is imminent. We still have a long ways to wait for the full demo, but the full game. But through demos 1, 2, and 3, you've got more than enough to keep you happy and entertained for a very long time. There is so much content in this, it's not even fair to call it a demo. It's practically a game in itself. So, we are going to be doing a lot more on this. We're going to be doing an Easter eggs Easter hunt. We're going to be doing some behind the scenes looking because there are a couple of secrets. And we're going to be checking out the virtual reality with a bit more behind the scenes snooping. So, look forward to that in the coming days. If you've enjoyed this, leave me a comment down below of your thoughts and opinions. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.